Yeah, so my name is Chris Werge. It's spelled Werge. I'm 24 years old. I currently live in Cape Town. I was born in Paarl, actually, just outside of Cape Town. It's about a 40-minute drive, quite close to Stellenbosch.
Uh-huh.
And grew up in Pinelands most of my life. Attended Rondebosch Boys for 12 years, and from that point went on to study product design for 4 years, industrial design at CPUT in town. And it's always been a dream. It's always been just like in my, I don't know, in my soul, just in my mind. I've always dreamt and felt like that was a part of my purpose, was to encourage people, and music is such a great medium to do that with.
Now, if there's someone out there listening and they want to get into the music business, or they've got a story to tell by way of their music, what would your 3 pieces of advice be to young people out there?
I'd say first thing is, what I've realized in the industry, relationships is the key. You can be as talented as you like and have the best album or single in the world and be like, have the best product, but if you're not a good people person, you're not going to go very far. It's a lot about relationships, and I'd say the first thing I'd say is learn to become a good people person. Also, don't focus so much on yourself, and I think sometimes we get so caught up in our dreams and our goals, we become a bit self-absorbed. So I've really had to learn to focus on others and take an interest in other people's lives. Life is so much better with other people. Second thing I'd say is, I've had to learn the hard way, is to be grateful, because sometimes you have these expectations and the reality is a lot lower, but gratitude is always better for your heart than like this, not like a bitterness, but like just a kind of frustration, or just being disappointed. I think when you show gratitude, it makes you more grateful for what you've achieved, and it also helps you just I don't know, be better in that situation. So gratitude's hard. Also, the last thing I'd say to someone who wants to work in music or any career actually is realize that your success, or what we view as success and what we aim to achieve in our goals and our dreams, that's not an overnight thing. I've had to learn that I have to become realistic with my expectations. Like for example, when I dropped my first album 2 years ago, in my mind somewhere, I don't know why, but I had this expectation that I was going to be like famous and a millionaire in like a few days, and like it doesn't work like that. It takes years and years, and I think the trouble is I can compare myself to, say, Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift or John Mayer. I'll see them at the top of the ladder, but I don't see the years of ups and downs, the albums that never went anywhere, the songs they wrote that never got released. I don't see all those steps they've taken up the ladder to get to that point where they are now. And I think that's what we don't see. We see the highlight reel of people's lives on social media, and so we don't see the struggles and the steps they've taken. And I think learning to accept that, hey, I'm in this space now, being grateful for what I've achieved in the last 2 years, and say, hey, I've got to keep working hard,
making the most of the space that you're in.
Yeah, it's not an overnight thing. I know it's going to take years and years and years, and even something Khan said on The Voice recently was that the musical journey is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and that's what it is. It's endurance and learning to say, hey, okay, I've written a song, I've pushed it as hard as I can, now let's write something new, let's try something new.
Of course.